Alright, well tonight is the first night I will be able to test out the Snow Joe 40 volt lithium-ion powered snowblower. And it was dead silent out here until the city plow decided to come and plow in my driveway. Oh, he's gonna nail me, it's gonna be cool. And then now my neighbor across the street has his gas one going, and it went from dead silent to completely insanely loud. Well, the Snow Joe is pretty much silent, so the mixture that we got today was ice rain, sleet, more ice rain, and finally a dusting of snow. And it is nasty stuff. This is the first time that the Model S has let me down in terms of handling in snow. Otherwise, I have really never had a problem before. So, without further ado, let me grab one glove. Two gloves. Turn on my handy dandy snowblower headlight. I love that. Aim. And well, I want to keep the camera inside because I don't want it getting all full of snow. It is a bit breezy out there, but I'm also going to turn on night mode, so let's see. Is that a big difference? Yeah. I'll leave night mode on so you can see me a little better. And let's give this a try. Right now it's about 3 inches deep and about 1.5 feet deep at the end of the driveway. I was waiting to make a left-hand turn into my driveway. Snowplow comes up, plows my driveway in, so now I'm stuck in the street until I clear out. So, snowblower running, electric chute adjustment, and let's go at it. Adjust that down slightly. Hopefully this won't leave me disappointed. So far, other than the battery box won't stay shut. Alright, I gotta get a rubber band for that battery box. It is not staying shut. And I don't want stuff getting in there and getting stuck in the contacts. But of course, when you need one, you can't find a rubber band. Let's see, what do I got here? Ah, here we go. Found one. There we go. Because if I get slush in there, it's a little disappointing in the power level so far. Expect a little more. There we go. in one pass, and I will say I'm extremely disappointed compared to my grandparents' lead-acid battery-powered lawnmower, my lithium-powered chainsaw, lithium-powered weed whacker, snowblower, hedge trimmer, car, everything else. This thing is seriously lacking. I think this just might be too wet and heavy for this kind of unit. Worth seems to be good. There we go. Now we're talking. Well, I think this battery's dead, but I don't leave. I didn't start with a full battery either. It was down to about 80% when I started. You don't leave lithium batteries stored at 100%, so I ran it down with my lithium chainsaw. So I'll put that one back in the charger and take battery number 2 out of the chainsaw. Now, once battery number 2 is gone, I'm giving up on this thing. This snow is just too heavy for this. Maybe if it was like the 52 volt version or whatever the next one up is, but it just has no power. As soon as it hits anything that's wet, it just comes to a standstill. That's it. I'd like to get done sometime today. And it's killing me to do this. I gotta bring out the mosquito killer here. Not much gas in it. I don't even have any gas. I got gas cans. I ain't got gas. So, unplug that for a second. I guess I was out of gas, but on the bright side, it knocked probably a half hour off my snow blowing. My review conclusion on the SnowJoe Lithium-Ion 40-volt powered 18-inch cordless snowblower is that it is, at least for my climate here in Wisconsin, this is a toy. While other things like the SnowJoe, which uses the same battery, lithium-powered chainsaw, just performs absolutely spectacular. I cut wood upon wood upon wood upon wood, and that thing just keeps on going, never stops. The problem with the SnowJoe snowblower, and I mean it would do fine if they could correct this issue, is once it hits that pile of snow, and now we did get another snow about 1 inch, but it wasn't the slush as icy as what I tried doing in the review video, and it did fine with that. So I think that's what it's more geared towards. It's definitely not a replacement at this time for my old 2-stroke single stage. That went through what this thing couldn't, like it was butter. I ran out of gas, as you could see in the video, so I had to do a little more with this, at least to get the car in the driveway, which was a pain in the butt. Had unfortunately go buy a gallon of gas for that, which should be enough to last me 2 years, and finish the next day. Headlight on the SnowJoe is awesome. The battery box, not so much. It would not stay shut. It's supposed to click in, and considering that I've never used it, battery box did not stay shut. The push button start is nice, but if you let go of the handle, of course the auger stops, and then you have to push the button again, pull the auger back. There is a delay between pulling the lever back and the auger starting. It takes about 1 to 2 seconds for the auger to restart after pushing the button. Now, considering that this is electric, it should be instant. There shouldn't be a delay like that. It has the automatic rotation, which is nice and convenient, but also useless at the same time, as once some snow and slush got down in there, you could no longer, the motor was not strong enough to move it any longer. It got down into the gear mechanism, whereas even on my old one there, it's even packed with snow. It's still easy to turn by hand. That motor needs to either be a little stronger or needs to be redesigned so the gear does not get as packed with slush and snow. Now, I kind of passed it on it. The main problem is once this thing hits any, quantitable amount of snow, it just comes to a dead stop. The auger just stops turning. It's not strong enough to keep going. I think what could solve that problem is if they ran the motor at a higher RPM and had a gear to just reduce it. So say run the motor at twice the RPM, but then have a reduction gear so that way the auger turns at the same speed it does now. That way it would have more strength to be able to plow through. I would definitely sacrifice some battery life. I mean, the runtime was pretty good considering the beating I was giving it just to try and get through the snow. So runtime's not the problem. The problem is it just doesn't move the darn snow. So I did not pay that much for it. I got it as an end of season clearance. I didn't pay the $400. I got it for $100 with the battery and a charger. The batteries alone are worth at least $100, and considering that I have the chainsaw, having two batteries was a no-brainer. So I mean, eventually I would have got a second battery for the chainsaw anyway. So I mean, technically it was like I bought the battery and got the snowblower for free. Since I already have a nice spot to tuck my gas one away, and the Snow Joe is light as a feather, I'll hang the Snow Joe from the rafters in my garage, put the gas one in its tuck-away spot, and for the light snows, I'll just use the Snow Joe. I got it. Might as well use it because I won't be able to sell it without that battery, and I want the battery. So that's about it. If you live in an area that just gets a lot of dustings, it'd take a long time to shovel, but walking it with a snowblower would be 1, 2, 3. Go for it. Heavy snow, it definitely doesn't do it. Although if you are interested in purchasing, please follow the Amazon link in the description box below this video, and it'll take you to the Amazon page where you may purchase the 40-volt Snow Joe lithium-ion powered snowblower. Considering that now I only have two products, I thought I'd be able to replace the gas one with the lithium powered, and then I would have been down to one power tool that is still gas powered, or one thing at all that's still gas powered, which would have been the garden lawn tractor for cutting the big backyard, which is just a little bit too big for lithium. Cub Cadet has a lithium-powered lawn tractor mower, but it's about $4,000. I don't have $4,000 to spend, especially when I only go through 2 gallons of gas a year on the lawn tractor. But it looks like I will, in fact, be having to hold on to the gas-powered snowblower, unfortunately.
Smile, cheese.